What's up, y'all? It's Yan. Let's go ahead and talk today. So, I want to speak from the Bible verse Ecclesiastes 3 today, actually. And it basically just talks about how there is a time for everything. I was having a conversation today and I brought this to the forefront. Like, have you ever heard in Ecclesiastes, this is Ecclesiastes 3, where it says, 3:7, that says, there's a time to hear and a time to mend. There's a time to be silent and a time to speak. And I brought this to the forefront because I received a unsolicited opinion about something that I did, which, okay, fine. But the unsolicited opinion was like low key trying to put me down, right? Like it was negative, basically, like to say the least. And I think it's just so crazy that people are so willing to give unsolicited opinions that are negative more than they are positive. Like you are so quick to try to put somebody down when you could have just been silent, when you could have just not said anything at all because they didn't ask for your opinion. You know what I mean? Like, and so I share this because I realize that there's so many people out here like that do that are so quick to like, try to say something like that isn't really good. Like it's shady. And it's like, what was the point? You could have kept that to yourself. You know what I mean? So like, I see this a lot on social media too with certain people. Like you could be celebrating something, right? For example, I just celebrated 1,000 days in the Bible. I posted that. And everybody, like so many influx of comments, like, congratulations, like, this is amazing, blah, blah, blah. And that's what I shared it for. I shared it for inspiration, for people to be like, oh man, you know what? Somebody did it. I can do it. Or I'm working towards this too. Like, and people even use the opportunity to send their streaks. Like somebody had like a 2,600 day streak. And I was just so inspired. Like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like, I cannot wait till I get there. Right. So there's people like that. Right. But then you have the people who somebody said, I don't understand why people post stuff like this and they just don't understand just being able to enjoy reading the Bible on their own and this and this and that. It's always that one person, right? And it just always makes me wonder and question, like, where are you speaking from? Like, are you speaking from a place of love or are you speaking from a place of hate? Like, where is this coming from? Where is this unsolicited opinion coming from, right? It always just makes me wonder, but I had to correct that person and say to them, like, no, but this isn't taken away from my enjoyment. I do this to inspire and motivate others. Like, I'm sorry you took it any other way but that, you know what I mean? So like, but it's always going to be that one person. And I don't think enough people understand that Ecclesiastics, there's a time to speak and there's a time to listen, right? This is, and it's so mind boggling that people don't understand that you literally can just scroll. Like when I get comments and unsolicited opinions that are just like, obviously not in support of whatever it is I'm doing, and it's, going against it. Not saying that that people can't send those, but it always is usually on something I'm celebrating. It's always in me doing something that I'm honoring, like God or something like that. That something like that comes, and I'm like, you could have kept that to yourself. You literally could have kept scrolling, like, but everybody thinks that their, opinions matter, but they don't. Like, and everybody thinks that their opinions, which I did say opinions can be valid, but they're not facts. Like, they're not factual in any way, shape, or form. What you believe and somebody else might believe are totally different. So who's right? Neither one of y'all. Like, who's actually right? It's an opinion. It's something that you formed about something that you've seen. So who are you to tell me that what I'm doing is this or that? It doesn't really matter, right? But I share this, like I said, because I don't even know if I said that before, but I share this because I think that people get so caught up in this world of social media that, when you're posting stuff, they automatically think you're doing it because you want their opinion on it. When it's like, I'll just share this because this is something I actually have fun doing or I enjoy doing. Like in the case of my Bible streak, like I said, I wanted to inspire other people. You know what I mean? Like if I'm doing something and say somebody doesn't like it, well, I liked it. Why do you think I posted it because I wanted y'all to like it? I posted it because it was fun. It was something that I liked. You know what I mean? So Ecclesiastes 3, y'all. Like, send this to somebody who always has an opinion, but it's never like they don't never send you unsolicited opinions about positive stuff like all the time. But they quick to send you unsolicited opinions about negative stuff. Like, it's mind boggling to me. It's crazy to me. But send this to that person because what you need to understand is that there is a time to talk and there is a time to listen. There's a time to observe and there is a time to act. Not everything requires an opinion, an unsolicited negative opinion at that. And if you want to be somebody who's always sending unsolicited opinions, start doing more positive ones, right? Like, I think that could be more beneficial and helpful to the person that you're talking to than to send them unsolicited negative opinions all the time. Like, that's just my food for thought for today. But listen, Kate, nobody stopped what God is doing in you and through you and for you. Like, what God has for you is for you. You know, if you feel compelled and you feel something on your heart to do it, do that. Well, not on your heart, but if you feel like God is calling you to do that, yeah. If you feel like God is calling you to do something, do it and be proud in it and be bold and be confident because, again, it's at the end of the day, nobody's opinions matter more than God's. Simply put. So don't ever take anything anybody says and let it define you. Don't let it take a hold of your day and take over your day. You literally gotta like see it and keep it moving. And don't even address it half the time. But if you do want to address it, do it from a place of love because clearly the person who's sending you this unsolicited, negative or hateful comment or, something to put you down, they just need a little bit more love. But again, that's not to say that people are not allowed to go against what you are saying. But I'm just saying, if you're somebody who always does that, you should consider like, maybe I could start sending more unsolicited opinions that are positive instead of unsolicited opinions that are always negative and meant to put somebody down and go against something that somebody's doing. So this food for thought. And I just wanted to share that today because I see it happen a lot with me, but I don't let it impact me or deter me or change my day. I just think that we have to just continue to press forward and understand that what God has for us is for us. So continue to seize the day. Continue to be somebody who, if you're going to send unsolicited opinions, send positive ones. You know what I mean? Like, you don't always have to be the person that's just putting somebody down, that's only got something negative to say about something that somebody's doing. Like, you don't comment on none of the positive stuff that they do. But anytime you don't like something, you got something to say. Let's be better as people. Okay? That would make for such a better day for you too. You probably will feel better if you start sending more positivity on people's pages. Yeah. But that's all that I have to say. I hope that today goes absolutely amazing to y'all, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.